Hey TVs, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be with you. Well, today I'm wearing one of my new mystical pendants. Check this out. It's the pentacle, and each section of the pentacle is one of the elements. So we've got earth, air, fire, and water. And the top point is supposed to be like the spiritual realm. Isn't that cool? It's very Wiccan. Earth, air, fire, and water, and the ruling power of the spirit. And speaking of things spiritual, today is Tuesday. That means time for messages from the spirit world. Oops, I got this on backwards. I am so glad you guys are here. Just to let you know, we're a little out of order today. Psychic Bob's been very busy with private readings. So I wanted to get this video out to you. I will get out today's horoscopes video for tomorrow's horoscopes a little later today. But if you want to get your horoscope for right today, for Tuesday, it's in yesterday's video because we're doing them a day ahead. So today, a little later, I will put out the next video will be for tomorrow's horoscope. So you can get those a day ahead of time. Okay, so if you need it today for your today's horoscopes, check yesterday's videos. Well, I am so glad you're here. You know, it's been so much fun lately. Yesterday we had a wonderful time. We did UFO prophecies, and if you didn't see that, check that out. I had a lot of fun with it, and you guys seem to really enjoy it as well. So that's in the queue right before this video. So definitely check out our crystal prophecies about the UFOs that are coming. You don't want to miss it. Well, here we are. It's time for messages from the spirit world. Now, for those of you who are new here, messages from the spirit world is a weekly tradition. Every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, we try to get it out. Occasionally, we have to switch days, but generally on Tuesdays, we do messages from the spirit world. And I receive letters from all over the world from people who write, and I just grab a bunch of letters and we go through them. Now, let me tell you, there is no charge for this. Some people have written me and said, Psychic Bob, how much do I have to pay? Absolutely free. Now, it is true that I am a full-time professional psychic, and if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, that's outside of YouTube. That's an hour-long reading, and I'll put a link to my website below. You can go read about that, or you can write to me or call me. You can call me at my office at 571-483-2112 to get on the schedule, or write to me at readings@robert-hickman.com. And I'll get your letters there. So for messages from the spirit world, you can either, to get on this program, what you do is write your question in the box below, in the comment box, or you can also write me at my website at readings@robert-hickman.com. Anyways, hope that clarifies it. But for messages from the spirit world, absolutely free, okay? All right, well, we're going to start into our letters. But before we do that, let's all just take a moment. Let's settle down and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my guide Fletcher back here. He says hello. All right, our first letter today is from Dreamy Dreamer. Hello, Dreamy. Dreamy Dreamer writes this, Dear Bob, I'd like to know who my spirit guides are. Very good question. You know, I pick up two people around you. One of them is a nun. Her name is Sarah, Sister Sarah. She's around you. She's one of your spirit people. And she's one of your protectors. Now, you don't have to be Catholic. Over there, they don't really care about religion. But on Earth, during her Earth life, she was a nun. But her name is Sarah, Sister Sarah. She's around you in spirit. I also get another guide around you named Serapis Bey. Serapis Bey is an ascended master. Comes out of Egypt. So you have a interesting mixer. You've got a nun named Sister Sarah and another guide named Serapis Bey. And I feel like they're both with you right now because you're at a big crossroads. And Fletcher's back here talking to you, and he said she's stepping into her power. You definitely have a lot of psychic gifts, and your psychic senses are opening now. But both of these guides are going to help you. Sister Sarah and the Ascended Master, Serapis Bey. Okay? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Time Flies. Hello, Time Flies. Time flies, right? It says, hi, Psychic Bob. I was wondering if you can tell me about my spirit guides and if they have a message for me. Also, royal blue or indigo blue has been a color that I've always liked. It's been one of my favorite colors. Why do I feel such a connection to this color? Good questions. You know, around you I get a spirit guide connected to ancient Atlantis. The name is Sirius, S-I-R-U-S. Sirius is one of your spirit people. He keeps saying, I hear him talking, he said she was one of my students in Atlantis. So you have a past life linked to Atlantis, and this guide was one of your teachers, and he's still guiding you now as you're in this incarnation. Okay, so Sirius is his name. I keep hearing him also say something about that. He says, you're also going back to school. It's like you're taking some classes here, but I get the sense these are classes connected to spiritual development. So you might want to be open to letting him lead you, because I keep seeing you doing psychic development and possibly even something like psychometry and maybe even like Reiki. But there's definitely some spiritual learning the Sirius is guiding you to, but that's your guide, okay? Now, in terms of this color, royal blue / indigo blue, the reason why you're drawn to that color is that's one of the most abundant colors in your aura. A lot of times colors that we're drawn to are ones that are around us in the aura. And because we're looking through the eyes, in a sense, the aura surrounds us. So many times, psychically, if not physically, we're seeing our aura's colors, even though we don't realize it. This blue light around you means that you have great gifts of communication. It also draws me here to the third eye. I see a lot of indigo blue coming out of this part of your chakra, which tells me that you're opening your gifts of clairvoyance. So you definitely are being led to more spiritual studies. Sirius, your guide, is helping you, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is Alexia Jocelyn. I like that. It's a pretty name, Alexia. Alexia says, Dear Bob, what is my life mission? How do I get closer to my spirit guide? Good questions. You know, as I move into your frequency here, I get around you very predominantly two different colors. I get a lot of purple light here around you, and I get green light. Green light means that you have healing gifts. And I believe that one of your life themes is actually that of healer. You also have purple light around you, which is a psychic light, a spiritual light. And I believe that this is connected to one of your life themes, which is that you have a spirituality theme. And so your mission is actually drawn from your life themes, which are spirituality and healer. And I feel in the coming months, this is going to more fully open to you. I keep getting travel here around you, and I feel like over this next year, it's like the spirit is taking you on journeys. It may sound funny, but I get you going to faraway places like Tibet and India, Nepal, and I feel like some of that's past life connection. But I want you to explore those countries because you have a soul link to them. But I do see a spirituality theme and a healer theme, and I feel like you're going to be doing work that has a spiritual nature to it in the future, and that involves healing. You may, for example, like travel and do lectures on holistic health, or you could actually be a physical healer, lay hands on people and do healing. But I feel like you also heal on the soul level. So you've got physical, spiritual, and emotional healing gifts on all levels. But I see those being the main part of your focus here and a big part of your mission, okay? Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Oh, one more thing I forgot to answer. How do I get close to my spirit guide? In terms of your spirit guide, what you want to do is just have a conversation every day. You mentioned elsewhere in your letter here that you feel that you've made contact. And yes, I can confirm that you did make contact. So just talk to them every day. One of the best things to do is literally sit down for 5 minutes a day, Close your eyes and just let that light from spirit fill your body, and then begin your conversation, okay? Daily conversation, that'll get you better linked up, okay? Also, always give your guides feedback. Tell them when stuff's working, stuff's not working, so they know how better to work with you, okay? So if like one day you're saying, I see an image, but I'm not hearing what it is, and you tell your guides, I can't hear what you're saying. So if you have that dialogue, that feedback, you'll get a better response, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Sarah M. And Sarah writes this, Hi, Bob. My dad passed from cancer 4 years ago. I'm so sorry. And his estate is going to be sold. My brother and I are heartbroken. We are stuck in the middle of lies and a money-hungry woman. What can we do? Does my dad have a message for my brother and me? Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry, hon. It's hard when you lose a loved one, especially like a father. I've been through that, so I know that pain. But you know, it's even worse, really, when we get into this whole craziness of families fighting over money. I know you and your brother are just trying to, like, stay out of the fray, but I have to be honest with you. I do feel that that woman is going to really, you know, in a sense, I hate to say it, take you to the bank, okay? Don't panic, because I'll tell you as a psychic, whenever anybody fights that hard to get control of people's money, it never ends well, and they never get happiness out of it. So your best joy comes from remembering your father and love. Let his spirit be part of your life. A relationship with him, even though he's in spirit, you can still have a relationship with him, is worth more than any amount of money, okay? Just to let you know, though, I do feel that you will get some money out of this. But I do feel like, in a sense, she's going to really try to take advantage. And looks like she's going to get most of the control. So you're going to have to let go of that and just let it be. Because, you know, from a spiritual place, these type of people never succeed ultimately. In terms of your father, Fletcher's back here, and he said, I've got him here. So hold on, let me just bring him in closer. I hear him talking, and he says something. He said, tell them that I love them. He said, I wanted you guys to have your share, but it seems like you're not. I'm so sorry I didn't arrange things better. He says, over in the light, he says, I'm in the light, as you know. He wants to acknowledge that he's heard you call out to him. And he said, I've tried to visit, and he has visited you at nighttime. He shows me that his body is free of all the pain right now. And he says to ask me to tell you and your brother. He said, tell them the most important thing is peace. He said, when I left the body, I was in the light and I had healing. So it's like the minute he left his body, that light came over him and healed him. And he does say that he was around you for a few days. But he said, I went over to the light. And he wants your brother particularly to know. He says, tell him that I'm proud of him. He says your brother's crossed through a bit of a challenging time. He said he's doubting himself. And he said, tell him to be confident in his choices and in his decisions. He said he's very proud of him. He said he's doing like I always told him to do. And he wants you both to know that he said that he thinks you're the best kids any father could have. And he loves you. He's also sending some beautiful flowers over to you. And he sent me a beautiful thing, big thing of carnations, blue and white and green and pink carnations for you and your brother. He said, I'm learning to have a better green thumb over here. So I don't know if on earth he liked to grow flowers, but over there, he's learning to grow flowers really well. So he sends those to you. He says in regards to the state, he said, I have to be honest. He goes, I have to be honest, I almost forget about the earthly things in that way. He said, over here, it's so beautiful. He says to not be afraid. He said, let it go. And he said, I will bring you a greater reward than that. Okay, so that's his words. I send you blessings. Thanks for writing to me. I hope that helps a little bit. All right, blessings. All right, our next letter is from Jackson 36. Hi, Jackson. Jackson writes says, Dear Psychic Bob, I keep having dreams that I am going aboard alien starships every night when I sleep. But the experience seems more real than just a mere dream. Sometimes I awaken and find strange marks on my body. What is going on? Is this really happening? Hi, Jackson 36. You know, I have to tell you, I do pick up this as not just a dream. I do believe you're having an actual alien visitation experience. Now, I say that not to create fear or panic, but I think it's important that you understand. Yesterday I put out a video. It was UFO Revelations, my prophecies concerning alien presences. And it has been shown to me, it was revealed to me through my crystal ball that that there are literally aliens who are visiting the earth. Now, the ones that I pick up around you are the gray aliens. They're not my favorite. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really trust them or like them. But I also was shown messages that I received from the Pleiadians. And I've been told that the Pleiadians are actually intervening in human affairs to help us because we're kind of at a crisis point. So one of the things I want you to do is ask for assistance from the Pleiadians. Tonight before you go to bed, ask for the Pleiadian Council. There's just a council called the Pleiadian Council. Ask the Pleiadian Council to set up guards around you so that you cannot be taken against your will. This will help because I do believe they're going to intervene to protect humans who are being abused by what I consider to be the lower level aliens, which I personally think are the grays, okay? I don't actually see any danger coming to you. I think they're just observing you. But the fact is it is traumatic, and it's scary, and it's a little overwhelming. So if you're saying, what is really going on? Yes, it is happening. It is going on. But it's the gray aliens. I keep being shown a triangular craft, so I think that's what ship they're bringing you on. You don't say in here, but it looks like it's a triangular craft, so maybe you can confirm that later. But what's happening is you are being taken up, you are being studied. The Greys are very interested in genetic material, so they're going to take samples of skin and hair and everything. So that's what's happening. The marks on your body are from scientific experiments. I would encourage you to research Bud Hopkins. He was an author. He was a UFO investigator. He wrote a lot of wonderful books. I can't think of all the names now, but look up the name Bud, B-U-D, Hopkins, H-O-P-K-I-N-S. He will give you some insight as to what's going on with you. He dealt with many cases of gray alien abduction, and I think that will help you, okay? Keep me posted. We'll talk more, okay? Thank you. Well, guys, listen, that's all the time Psychic Bob has for letters today. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. We're going to have our horoscopes for tomorrow video a little later today. So check back and get your horoscopes. And if you haven't seen today's horoscopes, check yesterday's video. And also check out my prophecies. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here. I hope you'll like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Let's get out the word about Spirit Channel. And if you haven't done so, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. You guys rock. I love you. Sending blessings. Be back here a little later for horoscopes. Blessed be.